it's time to cross some animals. Are we ready? Well, we're diving in anyway, even if you're not ready, so you better get ready. So, let me go get that balloon real quick. Balloon time. It's balloon time. Well, it's not, because I missed. There we go. Well, yeah, I guess it depends how much of the water they're counting. Who knows? Who knows? Simple vanity. I don't know why I went and instinctively went to, like, interact with it. But all I would be doing was dropping it or placing it, which I don't want to do. I should find breakfast and probably make tea. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good idea. Let us know what you're having for breakfast. Hi, Nan. Let's stand in the plaza with Nan while we catch up about Animal Crossing. So, this is Moz Deep. It is our forest island. Well, it will eventually be a forest island. It's not done yet. So, it's our in-progress forest island that we have been working on stream. And oh, nice, Bobo. I have done some work off stream, finally, because for a while I hadn't really been working on it very much, and it kind of left us with not a whole lot to work on stream, but I have done some work. Let me collect my Nook Miles while I'm here from the machine, because otherwise I will forget. Because I also have been trying to make an effort to log in and at least get the daily Nook Miles from the machine. I've missed a few days here and there, so I haven't got like a huge streak built up, but I think I'm on like 5 days now? Oh, 4 days. Okay, well still, it's still something. Because I've used a lot of my Nook Miles for villager hunts and a lot of the miles on my main Switch as well. So I am trying to make an effort to build those back up. So we do at least want to do that. Good luck, Oreo. You got this. For someone who doesn't know Animal Crossing, what's a Nook Mile? A Nook Mile is a type of currency in the game. So there are sort of two main currencies. There are bells, which are like gold. They're the sort of money currency. And then Nook Miles are a sort of activity currency. So you get Nook Miles for like, you know, completing like achievements in game, as it were, like, you know, fishing up certain fish species, or, you know, learning a certain number of DIY recipes, or planting different types of fruit. Stuff like that will give you Nook Miles, and Nook Miles can be redeemed for certain things that you can't spend your coins on, basically. So it's just a different type of currency, basically. Because when you move to this island, you don't have any money. So the way that the currency that they use to sort of get you started is Nook Miles, basically. And then once you're done your initial moving in, then are they related to Tom Nook? I heard Secretly Evil. They are related to Tom Nook, yes. Tom Nook is the person in charge of this sort of getaway package that moves us all onto this island. So they are named after Tom Nook. Now, whether he's secretly evil, I think that's up for debate. I think if you look at it as the perspective of he, like, lets you move to this getaway package, you obviously haven't paid up front because that's the first thing you have to pay back. But all of the loans that he gives you, he loans you with 0 upfront cost and no interest and no payment deadline. So while he is constantly like, oh, I bet that you'd love another upgrade on your house, he is also giving you like a very generous loan repayment scheme. So I think it depends on how you want to look at it. You know? I think it depends. But yeah. They are named after Tom Nook. So I've done a lot of stuff. What's the lore? Why are you the only non-animal thing? You know, that I don't know. That's just always been the case with the Animal Crossing games. The other villagers are other animals, and we're a person. I don't know that there is a lore reason, to be honest. I don't think there is a lore reason. No, ask your questions. Ask away, I don't mind. Oh, okay. Well, Pinky wants me to go to their house, so that's fine. We can do that. So, as you can see, there's a bridge there, and I've moved some stuff, and I've started decorating. So what I've done, I continued a bunch of terraforming. I'll show you the map, actually. Let me select, there we go, I'll select that over there. So you can see the river on the left-hand side wasn't done before. We had that little clump, the sort of top left bit of it we did on stream. But I have added in a sort of little lake. It's not really that lake, small lake, to be the source. And then I've continued it all the way down to the mouth, on the southern edge of the island. So I've done that. So I've done all of that terraforming. And then I have started, well, I put the bridge down. You can see the bridge. I'll show you more in a second, but then Pinky invited us into their house. Would have been rude to say no. Especially because we're going to be kicking them off the island at some point. But you can see I've moved Nan's house, and I'm going to move 2 other houses as well. And I'll show you the little bit, because I did start like decorating over there. I was looking around on Pinterest for some inspiration, because as much as I know blow notebook, as much as it's just going to be like a very natural, straightforward island, I also just wanted to look for like any ideas that I like might not have thought of, or like particularly cute little builds, basically. So there was a cute little, like, it's just a tree and some benches, and then there's like a few houses around it, but it just looked really, really cute. So I decided that I wanted to put that in, so I've started building that, basically. Oh, okay. Well, Pinky, I do actually need to go and do some stuff. Okay. Okay, I need to go. Okay. I'm gonna make pesto pasta. I got pesto sauce for the first time. Want to try it? Don't judge me making pasta at 7:40 in the morning. Listen, I think pasta is fine, like, anytime. The number of times that I've had, like, leftover pasta from dinner, and then because it's the food that's most readily available, I have it for breakfast or brunch. No, you know, no one's gonna judge you. Pasta is excellent any time of day. I agree. I agree. We should probably buy rugs from Sahara. Let me do that real quick. Or I can make a breakfast sandwich. No pasta is needed. I think if you, like, got the pesto sauce that you're trying for the first time, I think that's a great like motivation for you to go get some food. So I think that's a good plan. Silverstorm, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on off stream. I did also pay off my home loan and get the next one. So I have the back room of the house, which also means my storage has increased because my storage was full. Silverstrom, thank you for the quiet hello. Have a good lurk. I hope that you are having a good Thursday. Car needs to go, you give it gas. You want an Italian tomato, give it pasta. There you go, there you go. I love a bit of pasta. We're big pasta fans in our household. Probably not, like, particularly authentic pasta dishes, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're on bolognese right now, which I don't think is very authentic bolognese, but that's okay. I'm not Italian, but pasta also makes me move. Well, there you go. Rug. Okay, what did we get? We got the small one, right? We got to get all the sizes of rug because you never know when it's going to be a really cute one that we want to use in our decorating. So we got to get them all. Also, I love Sahara. Sahara is so cool. So I'm going to, you know, I'm going to give her my business. You know? Oh, I reached 5 exchange tickets because I already had 2 in my inventory. That's funny. That's fine. Good reminder from Nightbot. Everyone make sure you're taking care of yourself. Very important. I'm gonna have some more of my tea. Otherwise it'll go too cold. Alright, it was a little bit slurpy. Large rug now, please. Also, my capture card, most of the time, gets rid of the boo-boo-boops. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a very weird bug. Or maybe it's a setting. I don't think it's a setting, though, because one, I wouldn't know where there even would be settings. And also, it doesn't always get rid of it. It just most of the time gets rid of it. So, anyway. I love pasta. It's easy and relatively cheap. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. I love foods. Hell yeah. Where they have like unlimited variants and you can add nearly whatever to make new ones. That's why I love salad and tacos. They're like top 5 foods for me. Hell yeah. I agree. I agree. That's part of the reason we love pasta as well. It's very versatile. So yeah, I've built that whole river. I've started, so you can see, like, for example, I put a little waterfall there. I have chucked some, like, trees down here and there. Put this bridge in. I was between this and the, I think it's just called the Zen Bridge, the one that's like a wooden arch. But I decided to go with this one as a little bit more rustic looking. Versatile, that's the word. No, listen, that's all right. You know, you said it. You just used a different words. That's cool. So none of these items are going to be here. These are just down here from when I was trying to reach 3 stars and I just put down a bunch of items. So I do need to pick these up and move them at some point. But I've got this house here. We're going to have a house here and one here. And this little thing is going to have log benches around it. So imagine like log benches here and here and here. And also a different fence. I want to use the country fence, I think is what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I don't have the recipe for it. Actually, I should have checked in the Nook Miles thing. Actually, should I? Or should I not spend my Nook Miles on crafting it? Because I could just craft some from my other character who already has the recipe. No, it's all right. For the sake of convenience, I think it's better to, I'll just get, if it's available. So there's 2 fence recipes available in the Nook stop each day, and they rotate out. I haven't been checking. I checked yesterday, but other than yesterday, I haven't really been checking which ones are available, so... Oops. Okay, neither of these. That's a shame. Simple wooden fence was in here yesterday. I wonder if it's giving me that because I don't have the recipe for it, but I'm pretty sure I do. Stone fence could kind of work, not for this specific build, but just in general for some of the things. I might grab the stone fence, you know. I'm not doing like too much stone. I'm not doing like very much stone path or anything, but... Please organize your belongings and try again later. Oh my god. Well, shoot. Because I've been given so much crap. Alright, hang on a sec. I was gifted a like mini heating pot that acts like a stove because I don't like my stove so it can still boil things and such. Oh, nice, Bobo. Hell yeah. Sounds like it was a good gift then. Alright, hang on. I'm just gonna drop this here real quick. Real quick. Excuse me. Alright, give me the stone fence recipe, please. Nook Miles. Stone fence. I'm pretty sure I have the simple wooden fence one. I don't think I want the recipe anyway, to be honest. Tom Nook gave us like 50 pieces of that fence when we were first like taught about fences. I think you also get the recipe. I think. Quicksilver, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I hope that you're doing well today. Tea, love tea. Tea is probably favorite drink. Again, goes back to the whole versatility conversation. There's a tea for every situation. That's a really good point as well. I don't drink a whole lot of different teas, but that is true that there are a lot of different teas for a lot of different vibes. Oh, I don't have that fence recipe. Oh, okay. I hope it doesn't keep giving it to me just because I don't have it. Because that would be sad, because then I'd only have one fence option each day, functionally. Because I don't want that one. Kind of like a wizard, yes, very true. Never late, nor are they early. Okay. You're great. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit like groggy because I slept in a bunch today. I'm still kind of like waking up, but I'm doing all right. All right, so I better learn this, and then I'll pick up the shirt that I dropped. But I think I probably don't want this shirt. I'm just gonna try it on real quick. Yeah, I was correct. And what's this one? Oh, I don't want a doctor's coat either. No, okay. Put my sweater back on. There we go. Because I am just gonna sell some of this spare stuff. Food design kitchen mat, straw wall. Okay. I'll just sell some of this stuff at Nook's Cranny. Here we go. I could test what the rugs look like, but oh, no, my inventory's full. I was about to go pick up the DIY bottle, but I don't have space in my inventory to grab it, so that would be silly. That would be silly. So we'll sell at least those 2 shirts, probably the straw wall, and at least the kitchen mat. My dog is giving me a mean look because I got up and she wanted to sleep in. Bless. I mean, she could still sleep. All right. Yeah, straw wall, Cavalier shirt. I'm gonna sell the vanity. I'll hang on to the music. I don't think I want any of these rugs, actually. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Sold. Okay. So, at some point, I am going to need to finalize the villagers that we have on this island, because a few of them are not the villagers that I plan on keeping for the final island. I also actually just haven't moved in. There's still an available plot that I haven't placed down yet. Ash, welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello. Have a good lurk. Happy Thursday to you. I hope that you are having a good day so far. And I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. No, she can't. That's the thing. She got like mega anxiety when alone. Oh, which I get. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I gotta do just the opposite. Get me away from people. That's fair. That's very fair. Well, I'm sorry that your dog isn't getting to sleep in then. But hopefully, you know, the day is nice and gentle, and she can find some time to chill. I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory, including like bushes and trees, which are just taking up space. Not ideal. Hi, Elmer. I start food restrictions tomorrow, so I'm gonna be at work all day on an empty stomach. Oh no, shoot! I'm sorry, Oreo. Oh no, hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you can, you know, stay distracted or something. Earl Grey or English breakfast? Ooh, well, I'm having English breakfast, but I don't really like an Earl Grey, so I can't really weigh in. Hi, TD, welcome in. Joey has brought you Mr. Tickle to play with. Hell yeah. Hi, bye, off to work. Hi, bye. Thank you for popping in. I hope the work treats you kindly. So yeah, so this is gonna be like a little sort of, forest clearing, little neighborhood vibe, this little bit. You're British or something. I mean, I live in the UK. I think I'm more British than Harold, I think. Yeah, I was gonna say, Harold and I both live in the UK. I'm half English. Harold, I believe, is full Dutch. Okay. So, I'm gonna move, a villager house. That's what we'll do. So my plan, I think, because I moved Nan's house, I'm gonna redo their houses also. I'm gonna redo the, I'm kicked out English. I'm gonna redo the house interiors and exteriors at some point. It doesn't, well, I suppose, because in my head I was like, I could, like, make a start on Happy Home Paradise and plan to do the villager houses soon. But like I said a minute ago, this isn't the full list of villagers that I'm gonna want. I'll move over here so you can see the list. So, well, one, like I said, there's still a plot to place that we haven't placed yet. Guess I'm doing English breakfast. Well, there you go. That's the one I'm having, so we'll be having the same. Because you can have up to 10 villagers on your island, 10 animal NPC villagers. And I think up to 5 player characters. Don't quote me on the 5, but at least 4. Actually, have we had 5 at one point? not on this island, on a different one. You can have a few different player characters, but you can have up to 10 NPC villagers. So we still have an empty housing plot that we can place. And then also, Dom, Pinky, actually it's just Dom and Pinky at this point. Dom and Pinky are not staying on the island. Dom was one of our starter villagers, and Pinky, we took Pinky while we were doing the initial 3 villager hunt, because I was just trying to get that wrapped up, basically. I couldn't find many good peppy villagers on the list, so I was like, I'm just gonna take Pinky to fill the slot, and then we'll, come back to it. Because I knew there'd be good lazy villagers. We found Punchy, and normal villagers, which we found Nan. So Pinky and Dom are not staying on the island. So in my head, I was kind of like, I feel like if we're going to be doing the villager houses, we might as well do them all in one go, which we need the villagers that we're going to have in order to do that. So yeah. My go-to mug is branded after instant ramen. I love that. I love that. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, no, that's cool. All good. So we're gonna move a house. I think I wanted to put, because I moved Nan there, I think I want to put Blair and Olive also in that little area, community, neighborhood. I don't know. So we're gonna move Olive's house. Let's talk infrastructure. Let me move back to the other side. Hello. Okay. I want layout changes. We are moving an island home. We're all doing a hodgepodge? Or what? Yeah, let's move Olive's house. Yes. Other than Nan's house, which, like I said, I just moved to this bit that I'm working on now, the only other villager house that's in the actual place it's gonna be. Hi, Eagle, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. The only other villager house that's in the place it's gonna be is Yuka's house. And then also Blather's tent. The plaza you can't move, so the plaza's staying. But it's just Blather's tent, Yuka, and Nan, and now Olive. Everything else, including both of the shops and all of the rest of the villager houses and my house, need to move. I need to figure out where they're going and to move those. So most of them are on the beach out of the way, so that's like not too bad. It's only Punchy and Pinky's houses now, which are not on the beach because of the way that the game makes you set up those housing plots. So yeah. I'm alright, just had some lunch. Ooh, nice. What did you have for lunch? I will now be annoying in chat. Annoying chat. I assume you mean because you're doing the task list thing. I think it's fine. And if anyone complains about it, then that's too bad. Probably a forbidden Animal Crossing question? No, on the contrary. Asking someone's favorite villager is a very common Animal Crossing question. Very, very common question, not forbidden at all. I, as someone who is like very, very indecisive, struggle to pick like one singular favorite for a lot of things. So I have kind of like a group of favorites. Oh, I thought I heard Joseph. So some of my favorites are Goldie, who is a yellow dog. She now kind of reminds me a little bit of Joey, like visually, but I knew of Goldie before I had Joey. She was my first ever Animal Crossing villager because I played a little bit of Pocket Camp before New Horizons. So Goldie, and then also Bo. I really like Maple. And then a few others, you know. No, I want it forward one, I think. Do I? Actually, is that gonna be like too close? Might be a little close at the front. Yeah, maybe? But I also don't want it to be too close to the lake at the back. Well, now this speech thing's in the way. No, I think this is okay. I don't want it to be too close to the, this bit of path at the back. But I also don't want it to be too empty. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But that's where it's going. That's where it's going. And we can only move one per day, but this is where Blair's house is gonna go. And then what I think we want to do is leave this bit for now because I will hydrate. Thank you, Wario. Oops. I was gonna go get the... I will stretch and posture check as well. Good idea. I was gonna go get the shed. So that I can access my storage items on the go while we're decorating. And then I remembered that because it's up here, I remembered that I was starting to decorate around Yuka's house and then hadn't finished. So actually, we should work on that. Because I don't have the benches. I don't have the benches for that section, and I don't have the right fence, and I don't know what path I want to use, so I can't really like decorate that little bit with those 3 houses anyway. So we're gonna work up here for a little bit. And for my noodle, I got a spinach and ricotta tortellini. Nice. It's instant like pre-made, but ain't that fancy. That's fair. Listen, I love a pre-made tortellini. I love a bit of tort. That's why our channel point icon is tort. Tortellini. Specifically, it's modeled after the Tesco chicken and chorizo tortellini, which I like lived off of for a lot of university. Hello, Yuka. No, I'm trying to say hello. Look at you with your sandwich. Hell yeah. We love it. Is this game mostly decorating? For the most part, yeah. It's pretty like sandbox. There is like a little bit of story. It's sort of viewed as like the introduction to the game / like some people view it as like the sort of prologue, because a lot of the main like decorating tools and stuff you don't unlock until after that whole saga is complete, basically. But yeah, so there is like a little bit of story when you like first move to the island and are getting set up and trying to like boost the island's like visibility, as it were. Basically Tom Nook is like, oh, I think what would be great is if we get this famous singer KK Slider to come to the island, so we gotta like boost the island's image and get more people to live here and stuff like that. Oh, sorry Yuka, I didn't mean to be standing like right in front of your doorway. You look amazing also. I love your outfit, very, very cute. So yeah, so there's a little bit of story to do with that, but then otherwise it's pretty much just open-ended. KFC Slider. KK Slider. I don't know. Oh, I didn't do my caption. Shoot. Sorry. I thought about it earlier and then I forgot. Okay, there we go. Sorry. My apologies. Yeah, KK Slider. And there is also a tiny bit of story involved in the Happy Home Paradise DLC. But that also is mostly decorating. There is like other stuff. Well, so, okay, I say it's mostly decorating. There is also like an entire like museum of bugs and sea creatures and fish and fossils and art, all of which you can collect in different ways and complete the museum. So there is like a whole like collection aspect there as well. And also, the decorating is not actually, like, that important. Well, so you need to place decorations down in order to reach 3 stars, which is how you do the, KK Slider thing. But you don't need to actually, like, decorate. You can just place the items. It doesn't actually need to look good. They just like contribute to the score, which is why, like I said, I have all those items just placed randomly. But yeah, the main thing that there is to do, like the main sort of thing that you can spend your time doing in the game is decorating, in my opinion. So yeah, it's primarily a decorating game. This game sounds fun, but I am paying for a whole new device for one game. Yeah, that's very fair. It is a little bit of a shame that it's a you know, that it's a Switch exclusive. You know, you know how Nintendo is. But yeah. I think if you already have a Switch, it's definitely worth considering. Although, as with all of Nintendo's own titles, like, it's not cheap. But yeah, I really enjoy it. So that bench there, those are the types of bench that I want to use in the sort of neighborhood bit, but I don't have the recipe for it on this character. So I'm gonna have to get my main Switch to craft some, and then I'll trade them over. So yeah. Also, this is Blather's tent. This is the vibe that we're sort of going for. Nothing is cheap these days. No, that's true, especially when it comes to games. I don't know where I had these flowers originally because they've spread. I'm gonna go with like this. So this is the sort of vibe we're going for. You know, lots of trees, some flowers and stuff. Very natural, very planty, basically. So yeah, we've already decorated up in this bit. I'm gonna continue this this sort of vibe down around like Yuka's house. So I am just gonna need to go pick up some more plants, like some spare flowers and shrubs and stuff like that, before we can continue decorating. But I just am real quick putting some transparent tiles on the ground. So you could see, for example, that those flowers had spread because there were 2 of each flower and I had only put down 1 of each flower. So when left to their own devices, a lot of the so the flowers and also weeds will spread to nearby tiles when they're like watered or something. So rained on, basically. Or actually, even if they're I think only if they get watered. But they'll spread to nearby tiles if there's nothing on the tile. So if you like have them planted in specific areas and you don't want them in other areas, then something that you can do to trick the game into thinking that there is something on that tile is place a fully transparent custom design. You can make custom designs of all sorts of stuff and display them on the ground. But if you make a fully transparent one, then the flower can't spread there. So that's just something I was just doing really quickly to stop those flowers from spreading anymore. So yeah, fun tricks. Fun little tricks. I think I might have already done it on this one. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. So yeah, so anytime that we place like flowers and weeds, we want to put these transparent tiles around so that they stay where we put them, basically. Okay. I'll just go grab this weed as well. I think up on those cliffs, I think I already got them because I noticed a previous time that I had logged in. Oh, look, there's flowers back there. I noticed a previous time that I'd logged in that some of the flowers up on top of the cliff had spread, and I was like, ooh, I don't want that. So I already put some transparent ones down there. Also, we have our ads coming up. If you're not subscribed, you'll get a few minutes of ads. It's a good opportunity to take a little break. I'll just be, well, finishing putting these transparent bits down and then also just collecting some stuff to decorate with. So you won't miss much. Sounds like Minecraft all of a sudden. I was like, if you look at the source code, actually this block makes this thing stop. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. So we will do it for these weeds and flowers that are back here as well, just while we're here. Okay. I am eventually gonna do some like some custom design like decoration, but I haven't made them yet. So once I make them, I can replace some of these transparent custom design tiles with ones with actual designs on them. So like little plants and stones and weeds and stuff that might be like on the ground. But until I have those, I'm just gonna put the transparent ones down on all the squares. So yeah. The cheesy spinach smell, love it, hell yeah. I'm glad. Okay, well those ones did actually spread, but I'm just gonna leave those both there, to be honest. That's probably fine. Okay, and then we'll stand here and spread them all out. Here we go. I'm flexitarian. My mom will say I have a diet of a rabbit, / eat like a rabbit because I prefer vegetables over anything else. I mean, vegetables are yummy and they can be like really satisfying, you know? I love a veggie. Only certain veggies, to be fair. I'm a bit of a picky eater. But, okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, I think we're all good here then in terms of flowers and stuff. These flowers are ones that were growing naturally. Agile, no worries, no worries. Boo, veggies? No, veggies are yummy. And very good for you. One of my goals this year is to eat some more fruits and veggies. Yeah, so these flowers were growing here naturally, so I'm not so fussed about stopping these ones spreading, because I didn't place these ones, so they're already not like where I'm gonna want them anyway, so I'm just gonna leave those ones. Oh, my tea's gone very cold. I'm just gonna down the rest of it real quick. Ooh. What is it you don't like about vegetables? I say that as a picky eater who also doesn't like certain vegetables, but not like all veggies, you know? Okay. And have some water as well. Okay. So I don't know exactly what's going on with this. In theory, there would maybe be like stairs here up to that bit, although with the way that I've now terraformed the bit just below this cliff, that doesn't necessarily make sense anymore. Because originally my idea was that, like, you know, the path from the front of Blather's house comes down here and then, you know, some sort of stairs or ramp up. But I don't know if I want to do that necessarily now, because so we've got this cliff is not staying this shape. I just haven't finished it yet. Because we've got that like lake. I suppose in theory you could have like a little bit of a path like here. I do think that waterfall is mostly staying there. I haven't exactly decided what this river is doing. In theory, it's going to connect over to that mouth on the eastern edge, but I don't know if I want it to just connect like right where we're standing pretty much, or I had in my head that it might be nice for it to come like down sort of along the left-hand side of the plaza and then scoop back up. I'm not sure. But I don't know if that would maybe put it too close to the other river that I've just put down. Also, the way it does the water flows in-game might look a little bit weird. I'm not sure. That's probably not so big an issue, but yeah, I don't know exactly what the shape of this river is going to be doing yet. So, yeah, can't really make any decisions yet. I mean, I think that section up there, like with the waterfall and the water shaped around Blather's house, that probably is like staying. But I don't know what that means for like potentially some stairs or something like here. I'm not sure yet. Because yeah, in theory we could have like, because we're gonna have a tiny bit of path sort of around this central bit in this little neighborhood, so we could have like a little bit of path kind of sneak up this way. That could maybe work, sort of between this lake and this river, potentially. Unsure. And like I said, this bit of cliff is not staying just at this like big right angle. I just haven't done it yet, so that's fine. Hate spinach and don't even bring squash near. May start throwing things. Yeah, but there's loads of other vegetables, you know? You know? I find spinach is quite, because we often put like a little bit of spinach into like a lot of our pasta dishes for some veg. And I find that it can be quite, mild, I would say. Oh no, look, that flower's not supposed to be there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, well, we better do the transparent... No, not the map. We better do the transparent tile thing here as well. Like I said, I do think I went up on the cliffs to do it up there, but I obviously didn't do it back here. So. Oops, no, I actually would like to go here, because I'm sure I haven't done it on this flower. It just happens to have not spread, which is fine. Okay. Cool. So, we have Yuka's house here. Now, I would like to keep things very, very sort of like natural and not plain, but like very sort of like simple. But I would like there to be like a little bit of distinction between the areas like around one of the villagers' houses versus the areas that are like a little bit more natural, basically. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do. Oops, no, stop. I'm trying to dig here. There we go. Like for example, that little section that's gonna have the 3 houses, like that's gonna be a little bit more designed with like the benches and that little bit of fence, whereas you know, the nearby areas are gonna be more sort of just trees and shrubs and flowers, basically. CSDW, welcome in. Is this the new update? No, the new update is out next week. I believe it's the 16th. But they are updating some stuff, which is very, very exciting because it's been a while since we had an Animal Crossing update. And in fact, they explicitly said, like, we're not doing any more updates after this one, which honestly, fair. You know, I appreciated them just outright saying that at that point. But no, this is not the new update yet. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that they're adding a few like a quality of life improvements, and then also doing some they're adding like sort of decorating-y things with the they're adding in like a hotel basically that you can get on your island, which I believe from the trailer you can like decorate certain rooms to fit certain themes, and then you get special currency that you can use to access like new furnitures, I believe. But no, this is not the new update. Okay, so do we think we want to do like a little bath, like a little outdoor bath? Could be kind of nice. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna need to move this though, because we're gonna need to kind of go here. All right, let's get another tree involved. Maybe here? I don't want to block that. It is really cute. It does feel a little bit too similar to the Happy Home Paradise DLC. And no, not everyone has the Happy Home Paradise DLC because it was, you know, it was paid content. So I do kind of get it. And it's not exactly the same. Like you don't access the same stuff. But it does feel like a little too similar. Hot Spring Winter is beloved in countries all over the world. Yes, very true. Now my island's not going to be set in the winter time. It's just obviously it's winter right now. But it's yeah, my island is not going to be set in the winter time. But I'm still, yeah, considering it. Maybe like surround it by some trees and kind of put it like here, maybe. If I put a tree here, is it going to be like unfair across the board. I don't like kiwi, kiwi, coconut, Washington apples, or fruit with seeds. Most fruit have seeds. In fact, the purpose, well, biologically, of a fruit is to carry the seeds. But that's fair. That's fair. Gosh, my sister went to a hot spring in Thailand. She said that was still very pleasant. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, so I need to get some trees that are not cedar trees but aren't fruit trees. I do have some, but because I don't want them to just all be cedar trees, but I would like some cedar trees. Just not like, well, we can probably put one here. We'll see. Might be a texture thing. Yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense. I was teasing about the, yeah. Okay, and then let's maybe put like a little shrub here, maybe. This is the last of the shrubs in my inventory. I have a bunch more, but this is the last of the ones that I just have in my pockets ready to go, basically. I might actually swap these two. No, why would you do that? Dig here. There we go. I'm gonna swap these two just because they're different types, but they're the same type as the one that's the other next to it, basically. So like that, this one is also an azalea, and that one, you can't really see it, but it's to the left of where we are, is also a hibiscus, so we'll just separate them so they're a little bit more different. They're all covered in snow right now, so it's a little bit harder to see, but the leaves are different shapes and slightly different colors, so for the purposes of variety, we want to split them up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so we could maybe put the bath like here-ish. I don't want that like candle thing to be like too visible. I'd like it to be like a little bit obscured. Pears are so delicious. I quite like a pear. I have to be in the mood for a lot of fruit though. I don't normally like have fruit in the house because I don't eat it very quickly and it just goes off. Wait, no, I don't want to come up here. I want to go this way. Oh, right. These are dead ends. I have to go this way. Okay. Pears are dope. I have a British friend who claims apples are better. You know, I feel like that's a very subjective thing to say. You know? Very valid to prefer apples to pears, but you can't just say, like, they're better. That's a different thing, you know? That's a whole different thing. It occurs to me that I needed to go, because I've specifically mentioned that I don't have certain DIY recipes that I want, that I should make an effort to go speak to people in their houses in case they're crafting something that might be helpful. A classic library wall is not something I'm likely to craft or use, but still, you know, always appreciate the information. Also, you get Nook Miles for... Oh, I already know it. Oh, well, that's okay. You get Nook Miles for certain milestones of number of recipes that you know. So, I hate berries because of the seeds. That's fair. Very fair. Ripe pear is so beautiful. I think I've only ever had, like, a couple... Like, because there's a bunch of types of pears, and I've only really had, like, 2 of them, I think. I can't think which types. Not conference. What's the... it's not Bartlett's, I don't think. What's the, like, brown ones? I'm sure there's multiple types of brown pear, but... Bartlett's are green ones, right? Green, oh, yellowish. What are they called? Oh, Bosch, there you go. I think it's pronounced Bosch. Is it Bosk? I think it's Bosch. Bosch pears. Anyway. They're Chinese pears too. I hope everyone gets to try them one day. Hell yeah. Lots of types of pears. Alright, I'm gonna steal this tree. Actually, do I have... I guess I could eat an apple. I heard a good hint the other day. Was it in a stream or was it in... It might have been in... I've been watching Lil Simsy's playthrough of their new Animal Crossing Island. It might have been in that video. But a good hint is instead of using... Oh, I might... actually, do I want to keep that one there? I might leave that one there to grow, actually. Is that instead of using fruit to... Because when you... If you eat food in this, you gain temporary, like, extra strength. There's a... It's behind my face, but there was a little counter It says 1 out of 10. And those are basically charges, so you can use those charges to dig up like an entire tree, or like smash a rock, basically, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to dig up a whole tree. So yeah. But I heard a good hint, which is because if you're trying to use your fruit for decorating, as in planting them to grow fruit trees, then you don't want to use your fruit for food, like energy sources. So something that I heard suggested was to cook sea bass and herbs, I think it's called, but it's literally just like 1 clump of weed and 1 sea bass, grilled sea bass with herbs. Sea bass is a really common fish to fish up. Oh, 5 clumps of weeds. Okay, but still, that's like a really easy recipe, and it gives you 5 food charges. So, fun tip if any of y'all are getting into Animal Crossing. I have to look it up. It seems like Bosk is pronounced with a K sound, but the brand Bosch, yeah. I know that there were other things pronounced with the soft C. Actually, a S is a soft C. Is it true? Anyway. I knew there were some things pronounced that way. Makes sense to call red grapes that color. How them? What? I don't know what you mean. But it's Bosk. Okay. Bosk, got you. Bosk pears. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So, yeah, maybe if we want to put our little bath here, we'll consider it. Let's place it for now and see. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I want it under, like, because I put a pear tree. No worries at all, Bobo. No need to apologize. You haven't had a Bosk pear. That's fair. There, I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of different types of pears, so that's, understandable. Yeah, I don't know if I want it under... Maybe if I replace this with, a not fruit tree. Yeah, it's behind my face, but there's a little counter now. You get 1 charge from eating the fruit. Okay, so we'll plant a regular tree. Well, this is a money tree, but I'll take the money off of it. And then if we try the bathtub, I think I still want it kind of like under the trees, though, to sort of be like, like it's a little bit hidden away, as it were. A little bit of privacy, kind of. But then would I want a tree like here? I think. Probably not a fruit tree though, because like I said, fruit tree could maybe work. No, I think I'd want a hardwood tree, which I don't have currently. Does everyone here have a favorite kind of food? That's a very broad question. Are you looking for are you looking for like dishes, or are you looking for like I don't know, It makes sense to call red grapes that color, however they call green grapes white. I mean, I've normally known them as green grapes, actually, to be fair. It was white wine, but green, I would say green grapes, to be honest. Hopefully my food and stream helps now that I got it out of my system, because I'm still like, emotions still high. No, absolutely, Bobo. Yeah, I totally get you. Having a good vent can really help, but it doesn't necessarily make the emotions go away. So yeah, I definitely get you. Anything with cheese, very fair. Italian food. Yeah, Italian food, very, very yummy. I'm just gonna buy some saplings, I think. Actually, no, because I would like them to be full trees. Okay, hang on. We're gonna fish up a sea bass. Well, we're gonna try and fish up a sea bass. Yeah, I don't know what mine. I do quite like a pizza. I'm a sucker for pizza. Pizza and burgers, but like good burgers. Oh no! Oh shoot! Ugh. Silly me. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. Well, that fish is too small. It's not a sea bass. That one could be a sea bass. There's different sizes of fish, and you can tell from the shadow. There we go. Sea bass? No, it's a squid. Also, I found out, because after learning that trick when I was playing yesterday, I was like, oh, perfect. I'm gonna fish up a sea bass and do that, because it's one of the first recipes you get. And then I found out, after catching my first fish trying to do that I had in fact not caught a single fish on this playthrough yet. Because I'm not bothering with the museum, and I hadn't needed fish for anything else, so I just hadn't caught a single fish. Because it like unlocked the Nook Miles thing for catching fish, and I was like, oh, had I not caught any fish before? Seemingly not. So I thought that was a little bit funny. You're a flounder. Varies from one moment to the next, but at the moment I'm going to say Dutch, Indonesian, Chinese, Bami with Babi Panggang. I don't think I said that right, but fair enough. If we're going by that, I'd have to say Mexican food, Italian food, and then Chinese food. Ooh, yeah, I love some Mexican food. That's fair. I get you. Okay, we need some fish. I don't want to bother with, like, fishing bait, because I know that I could just dig up some clams and make some bait, but I don't want to. I scare this fish away because it's not the right size. Mexican food is freaking dope. I agree. I also love a bit of Tex-Mex. I love a bit of Tex-Mex as well. I'm gonna draw it, and I am gonna draw the distinction between Tex-Mex and actual Mexican food. Well, I say actual Mexican. I'm not the authority on what's, you know, authentic. But I am gonna draw the distinction. I think this is not a sea bass. Oh no, I messed up. If you see a Chinese food commercial, record it because they may not believe you. What? I don't think I've ever actually seen a Chinese food commercial here anyway, to be honest. Yeah, Indian food is very nice. Yeah, we love a curry. I know it's not just curries. Yeah. For Ouyang Hai over Babi Panggang. I don't know what that is either, but that's okay. Also, we got a sea bass. Nice. Okay. We're gonna go cook this up into some food. Neum. I have a little stove over here because I just happened to get one from either like a gift from a villager or from a balloon. And then when I needed to cook, I was like, oh, it's here. So we will make this. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna move my face to the other side so you can see the, because I keep talking about the food charge thing, so I'm just gonna show you real quick. I was busy coding in R. I should continue with that. I'm supposed to spend an hour on thesis writing every day after all. Very fair, Eagle, very fair. Best of luck. Nope, not the olive flounder. Grilled sea bass. There we go. It's a fruit icon because it used to be just fruit. They didn't have cooking originally in the game, and I think they didn't even have the mushrooms or the pumpkins. They all got added in later updates, I think, and the other crops and stuff. So it's a fruit icon, but there you go. So now we can dig up 5 trees. I'll be on this side. My knowledge is like Sop Buntut. You have the best satay in Southeast Asia, Singapore, Malaysia can't compete. I'll take your word for it. Well, I feel like that's probably very subjective and is probably just your opinion, but I can't weigh in on that. Okay, so let's dig up some trees so that we can bring them with us. I'm gonna dig them up from like over here where I'm like not really decorating yet. Got you. Okay, we also could smash one of the rocks and get it to respawn somewhere. I don't know where we'd necessarily... because I don't know where we're gonna want, like, rivers and cliffs, for example, and therefore where a rock might be in the way. I don't know yet, so maybe best to leave those. Actually, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna borrow this peach tree, but not to plant as a peach tree. I'm gonna plant it and then chop it down, so that we can get some tree stumps that way. Okay, I'm gonna bring some of these with us as well. Oh, My inventory's full. Let's, oh, well, let's drop these bells. Hi, Lemon! Welcome in! Greetings, it appears to be Haley. Is that like a version of my username? Is that... Love that. Hi, Lemon. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Hang on. I'll just open these links real quick so I can just, like, have a quick look. Oh, nice. And then... Oh, okay. Yum. Cool. My evil twin. Love that. I hope you're having a good Thursday so far, Lemon. Welcome in. I should go to sleep. As always, you're so kind and lovely. Have a great day. Oh, thank you so much, CS. I appreciate that. I hope that you sleep well. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your night, rest of your week. And yeah, thank you for hanging out. That's weird that it doesn't say, like, it doesn't have the... Oh, I guess it's not sold. Because normally, if you place an empty plot, that's what it looks like. And then when a villager is going to move in, there's a little thing on it that says sold. And then you can interact with it and it'll say, this spot is reserved for so-and-so's home. So for a second, I was worried that I'd placed an empty plot somehow. But I was like, that's a whole different menu. But no, it just doesn't have the sold sign, which I guess makes sense because it wasn't sold, so... I think I just entered food heaven. Pasta's comforting and cheesy and delicious and parmesan-y? Hell yeah. We love to see it. All right, let's plant a hardwood tree here. It's a money tree, but once you shake the money off it, then it's no longer a money tree. So, and then we also maybe want to get like a tree stump. Let's, no, I actually was trying to go here. So let's do that and then plant our peach tree, I think. Warm but not hot. That's good. You don't wanna burn your mouth or anything. Yeah, and then we can actually, do we want a full tree there just to cover the bit at the back? Maybe we do. Oh, I will hydrate. Thank you, Techno. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Oh, I finally watched the Taskmaster New Year's Treat. No spoilies, obviously, but I enjoyed it. I liked that it was 2 episodes as well. Maybe that's just because I liked the cast. Maybe if it was a cast I didn't like as much, I wouldn't want 2 episodes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a well, enjoyable cast and also good, like, balance of tasks and stuff. I really enjoyed it. Very enjoyable. You also see the new lineup. I did see the new lineup, but not the, like, announcement video, because we watched it on catch-up, and it wasn't, like, part of the episode itself, so they didn't show it to us. But I have since seen, the lineup. I quite like it. I'm a fan. You know, as always, there's a couple people that I don't know. So I can't weigh in on, you know, I don't have any thoughts on them. That sounds kind of rude. But, like, yeah, there's a few. I know that there's someone in there that a lot of people have been and hoping to see on Taskmaster, so, which is one of the only people that I know. There's 2 that I didn't know, and then who's the 5th person? Hang on, I have to pull up the list now. Is that series 21, right? I won't disclose the lineup just in case, Oh, right, yeah. So the first 2 people I've never heard of. I'm not familiar with them. And then the other 3 I have at least heard of and I'm, like, somewhat familiar with. But I forgot the middle one. Have a good lurk, Lemon. Thank you for being here. I hope the day is treating you kindly. Do I want that to be a tree stump or do I want that to be like a full... Actually, that should maybe be like a full tree. So let's maybe put a... Is that where we want our pear tree? Maybe. me get the money off the money tree. There's one I've never heard of, but checking them out, I think that's gonna be an excellent contestant. Well, that's good. Yeah, I haven't tried to look up anything about the two that I was unfamiliar with. So I haven't informed myself anymore, basically. I do know the first four. It's the fifth one who's new to me. That's fair. I think that they're more well-known in, like, North America. And so I went through the list of stuff that they've been in, and there is some stuff that I'm, like, familiar with but haven't actually seen myself. But the thing that I actually know them from, because in my head I was like, I've definitely, like, seen them somewhere where they or someone else was also saying their name. I'm intentionally being vague because I don't know if anyone is avoiding the lineup. So I'm intentionally not mentioning any names, but I'm speaking about the last person alphabetically. But I was like, I've definitely seen them somewhere where they, like, said their name, and I was like, where would I have seen that? And then I remembered. It's one of those old videos that Jimmy Kimmel used to do of celebrities reading mean tweets. Is, like, the only thing that I've seen them in. And they were funny. They said a funny thing. And they've been in a lot of stuff that I haven't seen but have heard good things about, so I'm excited. But yeah, I think that they're more well known in the US. So yeah. Anyway. I don't know when that is, though. When is the new season? I didn't see the announcement, so I didn't see the date. I just saw the lineup in the Taskmaster memes group. Taskmaster Alex posting, I think is what it's called. I don't know, one of the Facebook groups. There's probably a bunch. Okay, we need to get some more shrubs and flowers that are not just white mums. We have one white cosmos, but we need to get some more. Do we know this? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. What do we? Because I didn't like the fruit tree when the fruit was hanging, like, directly over the bath. I think maybe a little bit of distance is okay. Don't think that's been announced yet. Oh, okay. Well, there we go then. Doesn't matter that I didn't see the announcement because I didn't mention it. Well, that's fine then. Yeah, is this, like, too much tree? What do we think? Do we think the bath is a little bit too obscured? Should this tree maybe be, like, over to the side? Like, over one? It is going to make that pear tree hard to see, but that's okay. We can always move that as well. Oops. No, go, because it... Okay. What do we think? Is this a little bit better? Maybe? Lurk picking up parcel. Sounds good, Silverstorm. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. It does also a little bit cover the pears, which I actually prefer. Because the thing with the fruit trees is that I would like some fruit trees for, like, lore and functionality purposes, as it were. Like, I think it would make sense living on this foresty island for there to be some fruit trees. But visually, I don't want lots of fruit trees, especially the ones that aren't pears, because the pears are at least green. They're bright green, but they're at least green. But still at least kind of fits a little bit in with the, like, colors and aesthetic that I'm going for. The other fruits are oranges, peaches, apples, and cherries, which are not so cohesive with the aesthetic. So I would like fruit trees here and there, but, like, not too many, and also probably mostly pears. Mostly pears, I think. I think we could maybe put a little tree stump here. Yeah. Oops, nope, wrong button. We're gonna chomp. Chomp, chomp. There we go. And then we get a little tree stump. And also some wood. Yes, there we go. It's just behind this tree, so we can't see it. Okay. No, I did say we needed to go get some more shrubs like ages ago and then haven't done. Okay, but this is coming together. This is coming together. I should probably be in island designer mode so that I can do the dirt path. I'm using the dirt path. I don't know whether I'm gonna stick with it or go like a custom design path. Because the in-game path like is a little bit more plain, but also one, I don't have to make a custom design, so it's a lot easier in that sense. I can just make like a couple little ones, like I said, like, you know, some little weeds or little stones or something. I don't have to make like a full set of dirt path, so it's easier. But also, is it boring? Because it's just like visually, like it's more plain in terms of like the color, and also the layout that you can do the in-game dirt paths is less interesting. You know, it's not so like wibbly. So I don't know. I'm at least using them temporarily, and then I'll decide whether I want to keep them or replace them. Also, none of it looks very good on top of the snow. It's not going to be winter by the time I'm done with the island, so it'll all just look weird with the snow, and that it's fine. It's just temporary. So, okay, I'm going to deal with some of the stuff in my inventory, which includes dumping some of these white mums because I have exclusively been using mums and cosmos up there, and I would like some other flowers. So I'm gonna dump some of these white mums and also pick up some new shrubs, and probably also just drop the DIY and sell those fish because I don't need them. Don't need them right now. Well, the DIY I don't need it at all. And the fish I'll just sell. I might take... Now, part of the problem is I don't know what color Yuka's house is going to be. It's blue right now. And I wanted to go very much like neutral colors. Neutral and green, obviously. But I wanted to go very much like wood tones, natural colors, stone. So I am going to be redoing a lot of the villager houses. This is a good example of like the sort of vibe I'm going for. They're not all going to look the same. But you know, cabin vibes. So I don't know exactly what color Yuka's house is going to be. Unsure. I'll maybe grab like 1 or 2 yellow mums. That could kind of work because I don't want to do like too many colored flowers. I do mostly want to stick with the white ones. Good morning from the hospital. Oh no, BJ, I hope that you're okay. Whoa, look at that dung beetle go. They're gonna push it into the water, I think. Hang on, we're just gonna stand and watch. BJ, I hope that you're okay. Look at them go. They like to push them in the water. If I get too close, they'll scare it away, so. But that's a big snowball, you know? That's a really strong beetle. They're so close. Oh my gosh. You can do it, little buddy. You can do it. They're gonna push it in and then fly away. Oh! Oh! Oh, they're right on the edge. Oh, they did it. Look at the snow. Oh, there it goes. Melting away. Bye. Bye, Snowball. What a fun little feature. Love that. I don't know why they push them into the water, but they do. Okay, so I need to go sell some stuff and also pick up some flowers and shrubs. My planted shrubs are up here. I think I do also have some... Nope, that's just the ground. These are all azaleas, though, so I do think I also have some unplanted saplings somewhere. For the sake of variety, I don't want to just use the azalea ones, but I will grab a couple of them so that I've at least got some. Had a couple dizzy spells, so I've been trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, that's fair, BJ. I'm sorry. I hope that they can get to the bottom of it soon. And hopefully it's nothing major. Okay, let's grab some of the tulips. Now, I've said this before, but certain flower types in Animal Crossing just look to me, like, a little bit less natural and, like, a little bit more, like, intentional, almost, as if they're, like, a planted flower rather than, like, a naturally growing flower, for example. Like the roses, for example, are the most sort of intentional looking in my mind. The tulips are okay. I don't love using like too many tulips. Likewise, the lilies. I actually don't have any lilies or roses anyway. But the I don't like using those like too much in decorating, especially if it's like natural areas. If it's like a little sort of flower bed, then like it's a little more okay, but I don't like using those too much in decorating, basically, for that reason. So yeah, I'm gonna stick mostly with cosmos, mums, hyacinths a little bit, stuff like that. Okay, I'm selling the fish, and we can... No, that's it, just the fish. Okay. I might also buy a couple of saplings while I'm in here, just because I don't have, like, loads of, cedar trees. I mean, up in the area that I'm decorating... Hi, Ratoto! Welcome in! How are you doing, friend? Happy Thursday! I hope you're having a good day so far. I have a lot of cedar trees up in the area that I'm decorating in because that's the area that they've all naturally spawned in because of the way that the tree generation works in the game. But I would like to use some cedar trees like all throughout the island, and I don't have loads in general, so I'm going to pick up a couple saplings for those. And maybe some hardwood saplings? We'll pick up a couple cedar saplings. We'll just stick with cedar saplings for now. Quincy, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Joey's brought you some loose stuffing to play with. Nice. Cedar sapling. There we go. And we'll take 5 of those. And also, I don't remember if I have any food charges left. I don't think I do. But I'm going to try and dig up one of the money trees that's like around here. So that we have it. And then I thought that I had some like bush saplings somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know what we're gonna want. Like, I'll just borrow this one for now. Do I have another store? No, okay. Another charge was actually what I meant. Went to the store for $1 to ship something in, came home with 3 skeins of yarn, many cute boxes, and a more empty wallet than I anticipated. Ain't that the way? For real, for real. Well, listen, you know, if they brought you joy, then that's okay. Maybe I don't have any more, like, bushes. I thought that I thought that I did. But maybe that's all of them? In which case, I need to get some more. I'll look in my storage, but I don't know. Or maybe down... Actually, I'll have to check. I dropped some stuff on the floor so that it's like out and I like know where it is. So I have to go check. Hang on. Ooh. Ow. Turn my other light on. There we go. Make coffee. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna deposit some money because I got too much stuff. Too much money. Here we go. Oh, it did the boops that time. Interesting. I also bought more than I should have recently. Mine was at the grocery store. I have way too many potatoes. Oof. Well, hopefully you can get through them all before they start going funny. Okay, so now we can put this away because we have room in our wallet. And yeah, I'm gonna check my storage for shrub. I can't remember exactly what they're called. I'm saying saplings. I don't know if they use the word saplings. Oh no, it would have been these. It's just sugarcane. Okay. That's okay. We'll have a look in my storage, like I said. Because otherwise it's just these ones that I have planted over here, which I think is only azaleas. No, we have some hibiscus up here, actually. I do still have like a little bit of variety, but not a lot. Okay, cool. I've been big into recipe experimenting this month, so I think I'll try all the ways to cook potatoes. Boiled, sauteed, roasted, etc. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah, let us know what your favorite is. Book is nice. Do you mean like you're reading a book and it's nice? Well, I guess I should figure out what shape this cliff is gonna be. Why do I also have way too many potatoes? This is the way. Because they always sell them in like, well, I don't know what it's like for y'all, but they sell them in really big bags here. No, not there, because that's the edge of the cliff. Well, actually, I should go into island designer mode. Isn't that just how life goes? Happened to me yesterday. Went to the store for a salad kit, walked out with a bunch of random stuff I wanted, and no salad kit. Oh no. Did you forget, or did they just not have any? Or no good ones, maybe. Never too many potatoes? I mean, I feel like there probably can be too many potatoes. I feel like there probably can be too many potatoes. I would imagine. Alright. Used to talk bad about potatoes, but I get the appeal now. They keep well, cooking many ways are often cheap. Yeah, absolutely. And they're quite, like, they're pretty versatile, I find. And they're a good way to get your calories in as well. Oops, no, not there. No, okay. Go here. Here. Okay. Although I did actually like that shape, so I will do that, but just like one. Oh. How did we? Is it like nope? Oh right. Okay. No, I'm trying to add cliff. All right. I could put another one here. Nope. You're with Oreo on that? No, but there definitely can be too many, because what if you don't have the time or capacity to go through them all, and then they go off, and then they get wasted, you know? There can be too many, I think. My veggie basket on the island is all potatoes. More yellow potatoes than the rest. But also home sweet potato. Oh, some sweet potatoes. I don't know why my brain read home there. More yellow potatoes than the rest, but also some sweet potatoes. I love throwing them in soup, roasting aside, or making home fries. Nice. Hell yeah. See, they're so versatile. So versatile. Where I am, you can get bags. Get them in bags or as individuals. Small potatoes are usually bagged, though. Yeah, I find that as well. Oh, this is too symmetrical now. We're doing it like this. Yeah, we'll kind of cut this bit in a bit. I think that works. I don't know what this bit is gonna be. This bit here. We'll see. I mean, forest, really. Name a more iconic duo, potatoes and eggs. Yeah. Very fair. Very, very fair. I always end up buying like 2 single potatoes or a bag of baby potatoes. Otherwise, they sit in the bottom of my pantry until they go bad. Yeah, I'm the same, Quincy. I'm the same. That's a problem with a lack of cooking/eating capacity rather than the excess of potatoes. But it is caused by an excess of potatoes. You know, if you look at the circumstances within that equation that are the most likely to change, your cooking capacity/eating capacity is less likely to change than the number of potatoes. And also was probably in place before the potato number was established, and therefore the fault lies with the number of the potatoes. You know? You know? Too many potatoes for the circumstances. I think. Bacon and pancakes? Making bacon pancakes. They bag a lot of small things in my store, except for Brussels sprouts. I guess they don't mind if I steal a single Brussels sprout. Imagine if you just cooked like one Brussels sprout to go with your dinner. Me into jail. Are you not a fan of potatoes and eggs? Is that why? I'm confused. Why are you sending Rototo to jail? Why are you sending Rototo to jail? Think about the easiest way to resolve that conflict rather than the best way to resolve the conflict. The best way to resolve the conflict is to have no conflict at all by not purchasing more potatoes than you have the capacity to consume. Therefore, the fault lies with the number of the potatoes. You know? Also, I don't think that best and easiest are necessarily mutually exclusive in terms of conflict resolution. You know? I think the easiest way can sometimes be the best way, depending on what you're trying to get out of the resolution. And therefore, the best and easiest way to resolve the issue of having more potatoes than you have the capacity to cook and consume is to not have as many potatoes. Kaysa, thank you for the quiet hello. Have a good lurk. You like potatoes? But why are you sending Rototo to jail for that? What? Rototo? What? Because they said, why do I always have too many potatoes? But lots of people have been saying that. And then they said that the veggie basket is all potatoes. So that's good if you like potatoes. You know, that's a good thing. And then they said, name a more iconic duo, potatoes and eggs. What do you mean? Why are you sending Rototo to jail? Rototo didn't say anything bad about potatoes. One spot a single habanero peppo and pepper. The way the little baby at the checkout. Bless. Hash browns or home fries and eggs is an iconic duo. Oh yeah, I love home fries. Love home fries. I need to learn how to make them. I tried to make them once and I think they turned out okay, but they were too salty. But that's not the fault of the recipe. But yeah, I love home fries. No potatoes and eggs? You don't like potatoes and eggs? Why not? Is it because you don't like eggs? Because that's just a, you know, that's a different thing. Potato can never be held accountable, therefore potato must never make management decisions. No, it's not the fault of the potato because the potato's not a conscious being, but the fault lies within the amount of potato. You know? It's still too many potatoes. The potatoes didn't decide. Yeah, I realize I'm not saying the fault is with the potato as in the fault is with the potato because it's a conscious being who made a bad decision. That's not what I mean. The fault is with the person or people who acquired more potatoes than they had the capacity to cook and eat. So it's not the fault of the potatoes in that sense. Because yes, they're not a conscious being. Why are we arguing about potato politics? I don't think it's potato politics. But also, we're having a fun discussion. You don't have to take part if you don't want to. How do you feel about potato waffles and potato croquettes as a duo? As in having them both together, you mean? I think that's fun. I think that's fun. They're just, because, well, so potato waffles, you mean, the ones that we get here, which are very square, and they're like mashed potato in a waffle shape, right? Because you've said potato waffles, because some people call those waffle fries, but I would take waffle fries to be what are here called potato lattices sometimes. But yeah, is that, are those, I assume that's what you mean by potato waffles. You mean these, which I think is going to be the things that I'm talking about. Yeah. It's because I don't think I've ever actually had those. Are they like, they're like mash in the shape of a waffle, right? And croquettes are the same, but not in a waffle shape, right? And croquettes might be breaded, I think. But also, I think that's fun, you know? Potato in different shape, that's cool. You know? You want a jacket potato? Have one. Go for it. I was gonna maybe put a tree here, but I wonder whether it's too much tree. You know? The inner bit is like mashed, but it's got a crispy layer. Yeah. The exterior would be, yeah. It's 2 a.m. You can't? How come? It is politics to me. Everyone doing the spud party. We promise inclusivity to cook to all forms of cooked potato. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't really eat jacket potatoes, to be honest. So I can't weigh in on what I have on mine. I do have, potato skins are like tiny jacket potatoes, kind of. And I have, cheddar and bacon and like a little bit of sour cream and spring onion. And they're nice. Croquettes too, mashed inside, crispy outside, but croquettes have a thicker, different outer layer. Yeah, they're like breaded, I think. Yeah. Do I want a tree here? I worry it's gonna block up. So it's gonna like be too much. Also, what kind of tree would I want? I got a lot of cedar trees going on, but actually I might replace this with a not cedar tree. But my inventory's full, so I can't right now. Done. Heck yeah. What do we think? Is it too much tree? I mean, it's supposed to be a forest, so like, you do want it like pretty thick with trees. Is it too much hardwood tree, like all next to each other though? Maybe it's okay. Let's dig up this one and replace it with... I don't have any hardwood trees. I only have fruit trees. We could put a fruit tree here, I think. So we had a little pear tree there. We could maybe get away with something here, especially if we put another tree in front of it. But actually, do we want like... actually, do we want a tree there? That's just where one of them like spawned in. Also, is this the shape that we want this? I don't like the right angles a lot of the time. I think that's maybe okay though. Do we want to maybe put a tree? I think that might be okay with the edge. Possibly. Or it might say it's too close to the edge. We could put a... Let's put like a... Maybe like an apple tree in. If it's not like near anything, it's probably okay. The red kind of stands out, but we could kind of like cover it like with another tree. We put a tree like here. Or actually maybe to the other side. Don't know what you mean by hot chips unless it's just literally chips. Yeah, because I think it's hot chips because they call crisps chips and they call french fries chips. So hot chips is french fries and chips is crisps, I think, is the distinction there. Yeah, maybe we put one like here. Gotcha. Chips. Yeah. Yeah, let's maybe do... I think I still would like to cover the apples a little bit more. I might put a tree like here. Is that like too close? Maybe it's okay. Do we want that to be a cedar tree? Yeah, I think so. We've got quite a bit of hardwood going on. Chips don't seem like a word anymore. Very, very fair. Okay. Because then we can kind of imagine some path, like, if we imagine some path potentially like from Yuka's house, sort of over to here, where it would eventually connect up to Blather's tent. That kind of works. So we got a bit of tree. Now I have heard that there is a tree limit in Animal Crossing. I don't know exactly what it is. And I don't know what happens when you hit it, if it just like doesn't let you plant anymore, or maybe if you plant a sapling, it like doesn't grow. I don't know. So I am trying to sort of get the visual effect of a lot of trees while also trying to be a little bit sparse with my usage of trees, which is kind of a difficult thing to balance. Let's put a shrub back here. Let's also put one here. Yeah. I also don't know if... Hi, Fletch. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. I don't know if tree stumps count towards that counter of total number of trees. Also, our ads are coming up. If you're not subscribed, you'll get a couple minutes of ads. I'm going to take a little break as well, so you won't miss anything. It's a good opportunity for y'all to refill your waters, have a stretch, have a snack, give your eyes a break from your screens, etc. And then we will continue with the decorating once the ads are done. Fletch, do you want a potato? Yeah, we're having a lot of potato chats today, Fletch. But happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness, Fletch, thank you so much for resubscribing. What the heck? No ads for you. No ads for you. Enjoy your emote access. Enjoy your pineapple sub badge. And thank you so much. Because I'm not subscribed. Hello. Thank you so much for resubscribing. LOL. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna BRB while our ads are going. Happy break time, everyone. I'll see y'all in a couple minutes. I'm back. Our ads are just finishing up. Oh my goodness! Fletch! You gifted a sub. I wasn't even here. What the heck? What the heckers? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rototo. I appreciate that. Rototo, enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your emote access. Enjoy your pineapple sub badge. Thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Our follow alerts are anonymous. If you want to remain anonymous, that's totally cool. Or if you want to, we have a channel point redeem that you can use to let us know that that was you that followed. I think I forget to subscribe sometimes because of 1, Twitch Turbo, so I never get ads, and 2, I get gifted subs. That's very fair, Fletch. Look up million layered potato. Ooh, sounds fancy. Layered potato. Is it like a scalloped potato? I love a scalloped potato. I've never made one. I don't think that I'd be able to make it very well. At least not right off the bat. But I really liked them because my parents would make them sometimes growing up, and those were always really nice. But also, Jack's lactose intolerant, so I don't think it would be a very good. I don't think it would be a very good dish for us. Probably the best. I've never had it, but food bloggers make it seem like it's the best. I believe it. It sounds good. What is Fletch's favorite way to enjoy a potato? Yes. What's your favorite cut of chip? That's also a good question. I like potato lattices. I also like a curly fry. I like a curly fry. Tater tots are good. You like a waffle? By a waffle, you mean... I think you mean what I mean... Because here they're called potato lattices, because you also get potato waffles, which are mashed potato in the shape of a waffle. So it's, yeah. Oh, don't fall asleep. Phoenix, thank you so much for following, and thank you for letting me know that you followed. I appreciate it. Ordered your Toolin amiibo for the update. Nice. Is that one of the Zelda ones, I assume? We're in single digits now. 7 more days till showtime. Yes. We'll be pulling on our party paint soon enough. Hell yeah. I'm excited for the update. I need to put my headphones back in so I can hear what's going on. Yeah, is Toolin, I assume, is one of the Legend of Zelda ones? I don't think they were introducing any that weren't Legend of Zelda ones, were they? If they were, then I'm not familiar, in which case, my apologies. I like my fries thinly cut and religiously seasoned. Yeah, that's a good shout. Waffle is lattice. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, because I've never heard... I haven't really heard a whole lot about potato waffles outside of the UK. But so yeah, because I would call them waffle fries, but here they're called potato lattices. So for the purposes of everyone understanding what's... I try to like translate stuff like from UK speak to North America speak. He's the Zelda bird, 2 Zelda, 2 Splatoon. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Splatoon ones. That's fair. 2 Zelda, 2 Splatoon. I really liked the look of the Zelda ones. They looked really cute. So I'm excited for you. Hell yeah. Do you collect a lot of amiibos, or are you just after that one specifically because you particularly liked that one? Also, thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the gifts. The gift subs. I appreciate that. Y'all are very sweet. Thank you so much. Waffle fries at the local movie theater as a kid are my favorite treat. Nice. Nice. Why they gotta make waffle fries and curly fries so much more expensive than the other ones, you know? Ugh. I have a cookbook with a sweet potato waffle recipe, like using a waffle iron. Ooh, yeah, that sounds nice. Someone put some buttery mashed potatoes in a panini iron or waffle iron. I bet that's scrumptious. I think so too. He just looks cool. Yeah, that's very fair. Very, very fair. Yeah, I've seen a lot of recipes, for stuff like that. Well, actually, I've seen a creator, I don't remember his username, but his name's Liam, and he does a lot of, like nutrition content, but a lot of, like, debunking other people's bad nutrition content, basically. And also, trying different, like, recipe videos, especially ones that aren't good ideas. And he's been doing a lot of potato in a waffle iron that is supposed to just come out as perfectly waffled potatoes, but is definitely actually mashed potato going into a waffle iron. But the videos are all claiming that they're just putting a whole potato. But anyway, so. But the mash in a waffle iron looks very, very tasty and sounds very yummy. Okay. How are we looking? Well, let's get the money off this tree because it's not staying as a money tree. It's not staying as a money tree. So we've got... I think we're gonna want like a couple more trees in like this section, but that's fine. I think from this tree over, I think we're maybe good on trees. Well, not that side of the house, but yeah. Okay. I can imagine a parboiled potato, but a raw whole potato in 12 Finders wild behavior. I think sometimes they're parboiling it. I'm not sure, but the ones that are coming out in the fake videos, well, they don't claim to be fake, but are like perfectly squared, basically, which doesn't make sense. Even if you could like cook it correctly, it still wouldn't come out as like a perfect even square, you know? So yeah. A whole potato? Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah, he'd like follow the recipe from the thing, very like skeptically, but you know, for the purposes of investigating it, follow the recipe in the thing, and then it wouldn't work, and then people in the comments would be like, no, you're doing it wrong because you're supposed to use this type of potato, which isn't mentioned in the original video, or you're supposed to, you know, coat it with butter, which isn't mentioned in the original video, stuff like that. And it's like, the point is sort of twofold. One, if you're putting out instructional content, you should provide all the information that's relevant. And also, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense with a whole potato. Reset the internet and restart. Honestly, I'm on board with that plan, you know. Hi 24, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Okay, I'm out of shrubs again, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's maybe get a tiny bit of path going. All right, I got the dark dirt path. I'm not going to be able to know how I feel about the look of like the dark dirt versus the light dirt because the snow is down, and I don't like the look of it on the snow anyway. Yeah, thank you for being here, 24. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't like the look of it on the snow, so. But I did unlock the dark dirt one so that I could like potentially use it, and we'll see. We'll see. Do I want to do it like that, or let me try like removing this one and then putting like there. I think I like that better, actually. Cool. Little blurb about me. Oh, stretch and posture. Good idea. Thank you, 24. Cool. Nice. Thank you for letting us know. My pronouns are she, her, by the way. Oh, speaking of pronouns, by the way, just a reminder, y'all, that I do have the pronouns extension set up. So if you want to, you can put your pronouns into the extension there, and then anyone who has the extension installed, including myself, can see your pronouns next to your Twitch username in chats and stuff. And if you want to get the extension yourself, you can see other people's, then there's the link that you can do that. But thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm reading through the thing again. Getting into belly dance. That's cool. How are you finding belly dance? I did a tiny bit of belly dance once, but only as like, it was at a summer camp, actually. I know you mentioned summer camp. What do we put the entire internet in a waffle iron? That's a really good idea. That's a good idea. It's fun. Hell yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I did a tiny bit at summer camp. But not very much. And I also don't know how I was gonna say authentic it was. Okay, wait, can I move this one? No, okay, I wanted to maybe put some dirt like underneath. Oops, nope, wrong button. Okay, let me just pick it up real quick. I might just put a tiny bit of dirt like here. It might not show underneath the thing. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I think putting the oh yeah, no, you like can't really see it, and it looks silly, kind of sticking out, but like barely visible. But I didn't want to connect it to the full path, so that's fine. Okay, I wonder if we want to put a little bit here though. Maybe. probably to just round off the top like that and then remove this bit. Yeah. And then let me put the bathtub back. Oh, that works, I think. Might put a little dot of path like here as well. No, I don't like that because it's in line with the one in the front of the door, and I don't like when things are too in line, you know? I don't like it. I don't like it. Forest hot tub is pretty grand. Grand as in like, grand as in great or grand as in like fancy? This is Yuka's house. Yuka is a snooty villager. Grand is cool. Gotcha. I wasn't sure. I'd love it. Especially like, I feel like with the vibe of these islands, like everyone's like pretty close. Cause in real life, I'd be like self-conscious, you know? I'd be self-conscious, but I feel like everyone's all chummy on the island. So it'd probably be really nice. I mean, it's snowy right now. It'd be nice in the snow. Not going to be snowy the whole time, but still would be nice. Be bathing with my fellow villagers. Yeah. I mean, looking at the size of it compared to the size of the characters, because they do this with all the furniture items, especially because you can't sit on them anyway. But like, they're too small. They're too small, like versus the actual size of the character, but they're not functional, so that's fine. But hypothetically, because it's I think the idea is that it would be designed for multiple people, so that would be nice, I think. All right, so let's put a little bit of path in. Do we want the path to go like this way around the tree, or like, yeah, I think around the back of the tree would be good. I hear a balloon. I hear it. Is it nearby? Is it in front of me? I can't be bothered. Okay. What do we got? Let's, I would happily cuddle in the hot tub with some of the villagers. That's very fair. Very, very fair. Let's put this, and then here. And then we'll round this one. I can't see what I'm doing because there's a tree in the way, but that's okay. And then we'll get rid of this. And then they like kind of connect. I mean, you can't even see most of that. Hot tub cuddling sounds peak. I mean, there is like a hot spring in Peak. Tee. I'm kidding. I know that's not what you meant. It does sound nice though. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do some good movie recommendations. I mean, I feel that's a pretty broad question. I feel like it kind of depends on like the genre, you know? What sort of genre are you after? We kind of do it like that. Actually, maybe we don't want this bit back here. You can like barely see it anyway. Adventure? I mean, what's an adventure film? I'm not the best with genres, I'll be honest. I know I said like what genre. I don't really watch a whole lot of adventure films. I don't know. Do y'all have good adventure film recommendations? Is Lord of the Rings adventure? I like the Lord of the Rings films. My favorites? My favorite films? That's a good question, you know? I don't know. I was saying this earlier, actually, when someone asked about my favorite Animal Crossing villagers. I really struggle with picking favorites just from, like, an indecisiveness perspective. I also don't really watch a whole lot of movies in general. I don't even really know what I would say my favorite was, you know? I don't even know. Everything Everywhere All at Once is good. Yeah, let me check my archive. Lemon's watched a bunch of films, I feel like. I mean, you keep hosting these movie nights, I assume, from the vibe of that, I feel like you probably watched a lot of films. I feel like. Everything Everywhere All at Once was really good, though. I need to rewatch that. May not merely be adventure, more action. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah. What's an adventure film? I mean, again, the first thing that comes to mind for me is like Lord of the Rings. And I don't really watch a whole lot of films that are like that. We watch that movie every New Year's Eve. Oh, I love that. It's such a good film. I wanted to maybe host a movie night for it. I have not seen Pantheon. No, I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what the word Pantheon is, but as a film, I don't know what film that is. Yeah, I wanted to maybe host a movie night for Everything Everywhere All at Once, but the, it's gone from services that, like streaming services that I'd be able to... Saw 71 movies last year? Hell yeah, Lemon. That's impressive. What was your favorite one from last year, do you think? Yeah, the only place that I had it available to watch was like All 4 or something like that, which would probably have adverts. So I was like, I don't really want to host a movie night and then like have it be interrupted by ads. Like I wouldn't mind watching it with ads, but in terms of like hosting it. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. I mean, stuff rotates in and out of streaming services all the time, but yeah, I would like to maybe host a movie night for that at some point. We'll see. Fave series? Like TV show, you mean? I really like The US Office and also Taskmaster. Those are my faves. Well, those are my faves. Do I have any more hardwood trees? No. Fruit trees, but hardwood, no. I gotta go get one. Hang on a second. Hang on a second while I go get another tree. Taskmaster's a staple in this household. Hell yeah. Have you watched the latest New Year's treat? Love Lil Alex Hahn. I was trying to pronounce it like how you typed it, slash the, yeah. Slash the way that Greg says it. But yeah, we love Taskmaster. I got a lot of Taskmaster fans in this community. I need a tree, please. I see that balloon also, but... We're busy. We're on a mission right now. So nice it's all on YouTube. Yeah, I am really glad they're doing that. Since they like know that they have a lot more of an international audience who can't really watch it on all 4. It's nice that they have been making them like more accessible. Make sure Janice to watch 67. Oh, 67. Yeah. Well, that's okay. Maybe this year. Done! Heck yeah, Eagle. I love to see it. Do. 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 Oh wait, I'm out of shrubs. I forgot. Dang it! Actually, I might borrow this shrub because I haven't been decorating this bit over by the stairs yet anyway, so. I mean, I will still need to go grab some more. What's the temperature where I live? That's a great question. Oh, it's raining. It actually was a little bit warmer today than it has been in a little bit. It's been like really cold lately. Oh, you know? Like real cold. Let me have a look. My phone's being real slow. I say real cold. Real cold for the UK, you know. It's 9 degrees, feels like 2 apparently. But like I said, it is it's raining quite heavily now, so. I teach college students now. If I still taught high school, I'd probably not make it through the day without shoving a palm through my face. Yeah, that's so fair. My brief time working in high school, one of the kids made like a Vine reference, and then I like responded to it, and they were like, "Whoa, what?" And I was like, like I was in high school like when Vine was a thing. Like what, you know? Come on, this is my era of reference. But yeah, they were very surprised and impressed that I got your Vine reference. So, some of my faves I saw last year: First Cow, The Favorite, Little Women, the recent one. Ooh, nice. Okay. 24C or 42F? Are you asking because their name is 24/42? Is that what you're asking? Mathematics and mathematics education. Ooh, nice. I don't think I knew that you did mathematics education as well. But cool. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. No, it's not a stupid joke. It's not a stupid joke at all. I was just asking to make sure that I understood what you were saying. You know? You love maths? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, here we go. I got some more shrubs now. Oh, I can't go up the stairs. Okay, here we go. Doo, doo, doo. So we want, oh, actually, hang on a sec. Let me, place the shed. I'm gonna place it, like, here for now. So we can get, like, a couple of things out. Because I think I have, for example, like, at least one of the, like, log stakes that I've been, using. Get something out. That's what we want. Oh, maybe I don't have any of the log stakes. Oh, well, I might be able to craft that, actually. Might be able to craft those. What are some items that we can maybe, like, place? I haven't really got that many, actually. Well, the stone stool, like, kind of works. Doesn't really look like a rock, like a natural rock, but it's close enough. Especially if we obscure it a little. Maybe the wild log bench. Like chucking a birdhouse in is not a bad shout, but actually I feel like we maybe have either a birdhouse or a bird bath over near Blather's tent. So actually we probably won't put one here. And then we have a couple more of these tall lanterns. But we've got one near here, so we'll hold off. Let me see if I have the log stakes. Yes, I do. Okay, let me go. There should just be a crafting table over near all these items that are just kind of placed randomly. Oh yeah, here we go. My neighbor's using a metal shovel on their pavement driveway to scrape the layer of ice off. Oh no, this sound's making my skin crawl. Oh no. That sounds very not good. Very miserable. Not a fan. I can imagine it. Alright, let's make 2 of these. Throw potato at neighbor. Oh, my pockets are full. Oh, I will hydrate. Good idea. Let me... What do I not need right now? I guess I can drop this clay. I'm not using it. Cooked or uncooked? I guess that's up to you. Let me have some water. Y'all make sure you're staying hydrated. Woohoo! A neighbor in waffle iron. Okay, here we go. Back up we go. Neum. Wait, do I have edges? Oh yeah, I grabbed some shrubs already. All right, here we go. I shouldn't say hedges because there is technically an item that is a hedge. Okay. Let's... What time is it? 3:30. Okay, cool. I got some plans to hang out with a friend later. Don't want to be late. Don't want to be late, you know? It's funny as I remember this neighbor's dog's name, but not his name. Oops. Has coffee for hydration. Nice, Harold. Is it the same kind of coffee that you... I think you sent a picture / link recently. Is it that one? Or is it a different one? We want our log stakes here? That kind of works, I think. And then we maybe want some, like, near the water. Like, as a sort of don't fall into the water kind of boundary, you know? You know what I mean? Let's put our other one here. Are those two near each other, though? Yes. Maybe? Yes. Sent pictures of different kinds of coffee recently is one of those, but not sure which one you mean. Okay, that's fair. Oh, and welcome in. Like a road for the chicken to cross? What, you mean the... Because I'm talking about the barrier? You're from Norway / Iceland. Harold is Dutch. What are the chances both their names are Toby? I mean, it's possible. You know? It's possible. But welcome in. Do you go by Owen? Let us know. Your parents just like Scandinavian names. Very fair. Yeah, okay, I do think I like that one there, but this one, they're too close together. So what I actually could do, was just checking I had a inventory slot. Actually, are they? No, they're not in my storage. I'm just gonna go pick up a couple of the hedges. The actual hedge item. They're like a little bit more intentional than I would like is they're, well, here, you'll see them in a second, but they have like stone at the base, but it's not too bad. We'll pick up a few of these. I just placed them over here for reaching 3 stars. Okay, we'll bring some of those with us. Here we go. Neum. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Pantheon is best ever series I've watched. Fair enough. What kind of series is it? Okay, here we go. Because we can maybe get away with using like a couple of these. We'll see if it looks a little bit too... like... I'm gonna keep using the word intentional, and I don't know that that's necessarily like... I don't know. Not very, like, rustic and natural. So whatever the opposite of that. Intentional is the word that keeps coming to mind for me. We can still use them, like, dotted around. I think I want them to be, like, a little bit more hidden. So maybe, like, if we can't see the stone base as much. Man-made, landscaped, yeah. Exactly. Both very applicable in this context. Yeah. Manicured? Well, actually, no, that's not. But yeah. Two man-made in the instance of like a hedge, for example. With the flowers I was talking about earlier, yeah, like two landscaped maybe. Like they don't look so much like flowers that grow in the wild. They look more like flowers that you would plant to make a nice garden, you know? And I understand that they're all flowers and so they are all natural, but like, you know, hopefully you know what I mean. Let me see. This is one of the ones I sent recently. Yeah, I think so. But that's the one you're having today. Nice. Today's stream is sponsored by Tesco. I would love it. Listen, I love Tesco. Love a little trip to the SCO. Okay, let's put a flower here. Let's put a Cosmo. And then, nope, wrong thing. I want the designs, custom designs. Here we go. And we will put some transparent ones around the flowers so that they don't spread. Okay. Cool. That kind of works. So then I do still want something here that's not the log stakes, because I think, well, maybe it's okay, actually. Maybe it's okay. Rude! Am I standing too close to the cliff, probably? There we go. Maybe it's okay. I mean, I should have some more, but I just don't. I didn't have the pocket space to craft anymore, to be honest, so that's cool. All right, so we need a little bit more stuff, like at this side of the path. Let's maybe get a yellow mum down. Because like I said, I have mostly been sticking to the like white flowers. Almost exclusively the Cosmos and mums, actually. My breakfast and lunch was from Sainsbury's. I took a little shopping bag for that. Not one for brand loyalty. Very fair. Subscribe to Haley for 1 free potato on your next Tesco purchase. I wish. Tesco should sponsor me. I love Tesco. We actually do our weekly food shop at Lidl just because it's cheaper, but there's a few things that we like can't really get at Lidl, so we do like a Tesco shop sort of once a month-ish. Tesco's too expensive, you know? All right. How are we looking? Let's dig up these flowers. Actually, do I have space in my inventory? Just. Well, actually, I can leave that one. Hi, Dave. Welcome in. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Actually, I'm gonna leave the white one. So we will do that. Dave, I hope you're having a good day so far. Lovely to see ya. Okay, we will put some weeds here, and we will put some transparent tiles down. Workin' lurkin'. I hope the work is treating you kindly. Thank you for lurking. I hope we can be some nice company for you while you're working away. Okay, and then we will do this one as well. Doo-doo. Okay. And then what I also might do is... I might drop an item here. Maybe like a tree branch could be good. Yeah. Do I also want some weeds here, actually? I might. Now, the weeds are gonna, like, grow. They're not gonna stay this tiny way forever, but, that's okay. That's okay, because we can always pick them and then replant them if they, get too big and then we don't like the way that they look. Also, the weeds change, style with the seasons. There's 4 different, like, styles of weeds as well. Yeah, okay. What I might do is see how, like, a, like, wild log bench looks here. I think it might look a little too much, but, could be okay. Is it too, like, because the paths are all going this way and it's, like, parallel to, you know? Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I'm actually going to put some weeds on this chunk of path also, because you can do that on the dirt paths. That's one benefit of the dirt paths over the custom design paths. You can't plant things on the custom designs, but you can plant things on the dirt. So, yeah. Give me some seedlings of ideas for stuff in my own design for a game. Oh, nice. For in Animal Crossing, you mean? Or for like a different game altogether? Okay, and what I might also do is drop a tree branch on here. Oh wait, no, but is my other tree branch? No, it's far enough away. Okay, let's drop a tree branch on here. There we go. Oh, are they a little too close together? No, I think they're probably okay. Or maybe should I drop it back here? No, I think that's probably fine. You're putting in empty custom designs around the weeds to keep them from spreading. Yes, and around the flowers as well. Yeah. So if the, well, the weeds I think will spread even if they don't get watered, but then also if the flowers get, like, rained on, then they'll spread as well. So yeah, so to keep them in the specific spot, yeah, I'm putting transparent custom designs down on the ground to keep them where I want them to be. You can put any custom design or any item, but because I don't have like decorative custom designs that I am using currently, and there obviously isn't an item on that space currently, I'm just chucking the transparent tiles down. But yeah, very handy trick if you're decorating with like flowers and weeds and keeping lots of like empty spaces. So yeah. All right, this bit's coming together. This bit's coming together. I feel like we want something up here. I'm gonna put a little weed over here. All the resource harvesting professions are exclusive to one class in an MMORPG. One of those professions is farmer. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's put another one down. Display on ground. It says painted music notes. That's because it was one of the game's pre-made custom designs that I changed because I knew I wasn't going to use it. And I just didn't bother to change the name. So, that's okay. Okay. Give me 1 second also. Okay, it's fine. What's everyone up to for the rest of the day also? Oh, right, okay, that's fine. All good. All right. So we got some gaps. Now, gaps is fine. You know, I have sort of said before, and I'll say it again, I don't want it to end up like too cluttered. I feel like that's a tendency that I have when decorating with Animal Crossing. It does end up being like a little bit too cluttered when I do it. Like heck yeah. It ends up just being like too busy with all the different with all the different custom designs and little items and stuff that I use. So I want to be careful not to do that this time. So some empty spaces is okay, especially since we're using a lot of trees in our decoration, which are, you know, big and like wide, big and wide basically, and take it like cover a lot of the stuff. They take up a lot of space visually. So leaving spaces around them is fine because, like, you know, like other than that dropped tree branch, there's nothing surrounding this tree and the path. But I think that is like fine. So yeah, I want to do that. I have work and then a movie night and then maybe reading and cooking potato. I love the use of the emotes for each of the sections of that. That sounds like a good plan though. Hell yeah. What are you watching? What are you watching? Oh, is it Tangerine today? Was it Tangerine Day? Are you actually cooking potatoes also? Or are you just kidding because of the thing? I'm gonna say that the arbor bit looked cluttered. Oh, in here you think it's too cluttered? It's supposed to be like a forest. Tangerines. Oh, multiple tangerines. Hi Tan, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're going for a forest look. So we do want it full. We just don't want it like... We want it full of trees. We don't want it full of other little bits around the trees that make it look like too full of other stuff, basically. Because yeah, we're going for a forest. So we do want lots of trees. Okay, I'm gonna put a flower here. Maybe our hyacinth? I did pick up a hyacinth. Check that. Oh, okay, or there. You know, you can't even see that. Can't even see it. Okay, well, never mind then. Oh, okay, well, I'm not standing in the right place, but actually, can you see it, like, over... Barely, only if you're, like, over here. Did summoning with the tangerine. Tan, I hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Alright, I'm gonna dig this up. Because you can't actually see it there, so I'm gonna place it somewhere else. Maybe, like, over here? That's a bit better, I think. Okay, and then, as always, we chuck some transparent custom design down to stop them from spreading. I wonder if they can spread across the water. Like, not super far, but, like, hypothetically, if... Well, they can only spread in adjacent tiles, and I don't really know how you'd get that to work, so never mind. Okay. Let's see. How are we looking up there? How are we looking? Let's maybe get, let's plant a weed here. Is that a weed? Oh, JK, because there's already a transparent there. From that flower. So we will get rid of that first and then plant it. There we go. And then we'll put more down to surround it. Here we go. Cool. And I think that's probably good. This section, at least from, like, you know, this tree all the way over to this tree, I think. The bits on the edges aren't done yet. And maybe we want, like, a little one or two things sort of on this side of the path, if that makes sense. I was gonna say south. I mean, it is south. South of the path. We maybe want, like, a couple little more things. Nope, not there. I was actually trying to go, here. There we go. Oh my goodness, welcome in! This is Ginger Squid. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Makers and crafting. Oh, heck yeah. What were you crafting? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in. For those of you who are new, it's nice to meet you. My name is Haley. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a variety streamer. We do all sorts of cozy games. We do some arts and crafts sometimes. We do a lot of co-working. Today we are doing some Animal Crossing New Horizons. We are working on what is eventually going to be a big forest island, but we're in the very early stages of decorating. I mean, this bit's foresty. So we're working on a forest island. Don't look at the rest of it. Some Middle-earth cross-stitching and watching my guinea pigs. I love that. I love that. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. Welcome in, Chaotic Bucket. Welcome in, Squunkled Boy. Did I say that right? Very possibly not. And Mrs. Ginger Squid, of course. If you need to raid and run to go de-stream, or if anybody else needs to head out, totally understandable. I appreciate you all coming along with the raid. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. And if you have any questions about, like, the game or anything like that, feel free to ask away. But I appreciate y'all being here. Let me have some water also. My throat's dry. She's giving away a guinea pig. Oh, Fletch, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Oh my gosh, is that someone you know? Presumably. Presumably. You go by Squid. I see Fletch has called you Squid. Thank you so much for gifting the sub, though. I appreciate that. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your pineapple sub badge. Enjoy your emote access. And thank you, Fletch. I appreciate that. Okay, should we put something here? Maybe a dropped branch would be good here. We'll grab one. We'll drop it. Oh, on the Boobtober stream team. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I love that. Nice, nice, nice. You said you were doing Middle-earth cross-stitch, right? I mean, yeah. Hell yeah. So is that like a scene from Middle-earth, or is that like a map? Or like, what's the, you know? Still cool though. At least 10 out of 10 you picked a good spot. Gosh, so sweet, Fledge. Thank you so much. Cross-stitching's cool. I tried cross-stitching once when I was like, I was in middle school at the time, actually. Very, very basic, the one that I did. The one that I did. It was just one of those like little kits. I did a little dolphin for my friend. But it was cool. My aunt always had a bunch of like cross-stitched like Live, Laugh, Love-esque kitchen hung designs that were cross-stitched, so I always thought that those were cool. Do I want to plant a weed here? I don't want it to be too cluttered. I will put one here though, kind of behind the edge of the house anyway. At the moment it's a hobbit house, but the whole piece is a choose your own adventure thing. Depending on what you choose, it tells you what you have to stitch next. Oh, that's really cool. So is that like something that someone set up then, and you're sort of taking part and making your choices, as it were? Did also have a quick look at the bot and saw at least one familiar name in chat. Oh, hell yeah. We love to see it. We love to see it. Oh, actually, I don't think I'm following. Let me drop a follow. I love a crafting stream. There we go. Well, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Our follow alerts are anonymous. If you want to remain anonymous, that's totally cool. Or if you want to, we have a channel point redeem that you can use to let us know that that was you. Okay, I'm gonna put a weed here. And then I'm gonna put transparent tiles down. Y'all know the drill. Or if you weren't here before, then you don't. We're using these transparent custom designs to stop the weeds and flowers from spreading where we don't want them. Because they won't spread onto squares that have an item or a custom design, but visually, if I don't want a patterned custom design, I can just put a transparent one. Very handy trick if you're decorating an Animal Crossing and you didn't know. I feel like I want something here, but not... There's two flowers right there, and there's a bunch of shrubs, and there's a tree. I don't know what item would be good to go here. We could drop a twig. We could put a different flower. Or we could maybe put the hedges. If I maybe put it like here. That's a little better. What did the duck say to the waiter when he brought the check? Put it on my bill. A classic. A guy made it for free in 2024. I'm finally getting around to doing more of it. That's so fun. Hell yeah. I love that. Yeah, okay. I think that works. Glow moss. We could do some glow moss. For me, maybe this is controversial. I don't really like the glow moss that much. It's too, like... It's a little too whimsical for the vibe that I'm going for, you know? Because it glows, so it's like, you know? But I appreciate the suggestions. I also could get some of the vines. They're a little more jungly than forest in my mind. Also don't have any, but I could get a couple vines. A stone. I could also do a stone. Yeah, I've got one there, for example. I think since this is behind the house, I might leave it because I don't want it to be like too cluttered. The stone, oh, the stone stool. I do actually have a stone stool in my inventory. I could do that. I'll leave that bit for now. But I appreciate the suggestions though. Yeah, I did specifically grab a stone stool out of my inventory for that. Have a good lurk, Squid. I appreciate it. Thank you for lurking. The lurk will tidying up and make a fresh cup of tea. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'll leave that bit, I think, because it's like behind the house, so we can't like see it like too much. That's probably okay. Plus, like the cliff is there. This is not staying. That's just there so we can access our storage. So we want this to be not so empty, but also not obstructed. So we can put some weeds down on the path. Probably not more than one, but we can put weeds on the path. And also flowers. You can walk through weeds and flowers. And you can walk over custom designs. So I could put a decorative custom design, but like I said, I don't have any right now. But I could leave some spaces to potentially put some down in the future when I do make some. The mum chair. The mum chair is a good shout. I actually don't know if I have the recipe for it. I do on my other character, so I could like... yeah, I really like the sort of whitish green ones. I don't think I have the recipe. No. That's okay. I do have it on my other character, so I could make it, on my other character. But that's okay. All right, let's, because yeah, we want to keep it relatively clear for the purposes of like a path that we can like get through. Mum chair, aka fake cauliflower. Yeah. Okay, if I put a flower, I don't know that I want to put a flower here though, because even though you can walk through them, it still feels like it's a little bit obstructive. I might actually just put this weed here. And, okay, fine. I will get the balloon because it's like right here. Better be worth it. That's fair. I don't really hit the rocks that much, so it is handy to have materials. Okay. Let's put these down. Nope. Display on ground. There we go. I think that's... yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then I also... I think... I'm gonna put a flower here. Maybe the mum? We got a yellow mum there. Okay, maybe I'll put a tulip, actually. White tulip plant. I guess as opposed to... like, sapling? Or it might not use the word sapling, but like something to that effect. Okay, we'll put the transparent tiles down. There's a lot for this one. Okay, there we go. Cool. And then also a... we have a shrub right there. I don't want to put the hedges somewhere where the stone at the base is going to be too visible. But we could maybe put one like here and then put something in front of it. Like we could maybe put like this in front, for example. Maybe. Perhaps. Actually, do I want to maybe put... one second, I'm going to put the transparent tiles down. Nope, not that one. Well, that's fine. Currently trying to get my mom's island to 5 stars. As rumors say the hotel with next week's patch won't unlock otherwise. That is somewhat unsurprising, that it's locked behind 5 stars. But good luck. Good luck. Yeah, getting a 5-star islands are tough. Do we want to do it like that? Maybe. I think so. Okay, and then this bit's looking a little empty, but I'm not sure what I want to put on it because, like I said, I don't want to fill it up too much. Well, let me plant a weed right here. Or nope, that's a tree. Okay, no, it goes there. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, because you can't place stuff in this sort of like, well, you can't place most items in that entire zone in front of their house. You can plant, I think, flowers and weeds, and you can put custom designs down. So that does help a little bit. I think this is a bit that would be greatly, this is a section that would be greatly benefited by some decorative custom designs once I eventually have them. But I haven't made any yet. So, well, I started making some dirt path, but then I was like, actually, I don't like how this is turning out, and also I might just use the in-game dirt path. But I was like, at least for now, I'm gonna use the in-game one. And I am eventually gonna make a couple little, like, little flower, little planty ones, maybe like little stones and twigs, to kind of dot around. But until I have them, we will just have some extra empty spaces, and that's okay. Because, yeah, I think, can you plant a flower, like, here? Oh, can you plant a shrub here? Well, let's, oh, yeah, okay. Now, the house color is going to change, so we might want to change that depending on what color I end up going with for the house. But that's okay. We can keep that in mind. Oh, I'm peckish. I'm peckish. Because I didn't have breakfast, because I slept in till, like, almost 12, so then I just had some pasta. There's not enough food. But that's okay. Alright, how are we looking? I don't know if I like this. This feels a little bit too... It's a little too much. I'll leave it for now, but I'm not a fan of that little right angle of shrubs and hedges. Okay, what do we got to work with? I think we still have a oh, I thought we had another wild log bench. That's our storage shed, and then we have the stone stool. That's fine. Okay. We'd like some trees over here, or at least a tree. Let's go here. What do we reckon? Well, I would say a hardwood tree, but I do not have any. I do have a bamboo. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to use the bamboo. I was kind of on the fence. I guess I could try it. But would I want to try it, like, over here kind of by itself, or would I want it in amongst my other trees so it kind of was a little more immersed, probably. I do have a cedar sapling I could just use. I do have a lot of cedar around here, though. I would kind of prefer a hardwood. Okay, we'll go get another one. We'll go get another one. What are people saying? Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Nope, this way, please. Oh, well, there's one there, but I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one, because I think I like the placement of it. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Well, are you a fruit tree with no fruit, or are you a hardwood tree? I'm not gonna dig it up because I'm not sure. I'm gonna get a money tree because I know that that's not a fruit tree because it doesn't have fruit on it. It has money, and then if I get the money, it becomes a hardwood, and then it's fine. Do I have another? No, okay. I wasn't sure if I had a spare fruit charge that I just forgot about because my face is covering it, so I can't see. But that's fine. Okay. We've got the one, and then we have some cedar saplings. I'd rather use full-grown trees so that I can see what it looks like right away, but a couple saplings is fine for now. So I can always come back and assess, like, once it is grown in. All right, let's plant the money tree. Let's take the money off of the money tree. There we go. Oh no, my wallet's full. No. Oops, nope. Now see, why do I hate that they don't, like, stack, like, in the inventory. I mean, they do, but not, like, you have to physically stack them yourselves. Very silly. Okay, what do we got? Let's maybe do... I think some sort of item would be good here. I don't know what, though. Not an item that I have. I'm picturing, like... Well, not a shed, but, like... something sort of outdoor, garden-y. I think I have a wheelbarrow, but I don't really think that's the vibe that I'm looking for. Like a little... maybe like a little flower bed item, which does exist, but I don't have, and I'd have to purchase with Nook Miles. The one that I'm picturing. go see. It also probably is the odds of it being the color that I would like are slim. So I would probably have to get it recolored as well. There's too many obstacles. Okay, let's have a little look. Oh, right, I had that bathtub too. No, I think I'm happy with the color of that one. Up there. Or we can see once I've done the Yuka's house. Maybe the dark color will be better, but we can assess at the time. Redeem Nook Miles, and also I have some water. Hydrate up, everybody. It's in here, I think. Right? I'm pretty sure. Flower bed. Now, is that the color that I would want to use? Probably not. I don't know what color swatches there are, to be honest, but oh, the lights could be good. I have some lights. I'll consider it. I will order a flower bed, though. Yes. Because what colors does it come in? There's the white one, which that one is. I think there's one that's like a sort of typical brick, like a reddish brick. And then I think a black one, but I can't think what the colors look like for that one. Hi, Legends. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Our ads are about to go, by the way. If y'all aren't subscribed, you're going to get a couple minutes of ads. It's a good opportunity to take a little break. If you need one, refill your waters, have a stretch, have a snack, give your eyes a break from your screens, etc. Where did my plain party lights arch go? I had one. Oh, is it one of these dropped items here? Very possibly. Oh, I got a like swing bench, actually. That's a good shout. Also a good shout. Barrel, log garden lounge. Log garden lounge, also not a bad idea. Don't love the log garden lounger, but it's okay. You know, you're a chair. Oh, there it is. Plain party lights art. Legends, thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Battle Snout. I will hydrate. Good idea. Good idea. Okay. So, we have a couple of options. I don't have the flower bed, but I ordered the flower bed. We can see how we feel about some of the other items, though. Because we could do like a the swinging bench potentially. Maybe kind of like chuck it back here. That'd be nice. Maybe I want to change the color of it to kind of match the bathtub though, which I can do. I can get some customization kits. Actually, do I have customization kits? No, but I can get some customization kits and then do that. Also, I should have put the bells away while I was at the Nook stop. It's fine. Okay, so that's an option. Let's see how we feel about the log garden lounger. Now that's gonna be like dark log colored, like the color of the log stakes. Okay, well I probably want it facing the other way, but it does feel a little more like Yuka's vibe, to be honest, the lounger than versus the bench. Yeah, I think maybe the lounger, but do I want it in a different color? I think that one comes in like an orangey log color, or there's like two white versions, sort of like a white birch and like a white, like a yellowy white. I don't know which I'd prefer, because the dark one, it matches the log stakes, but is not as close to the bathtub, but I could swap the bathtub for the darker color. I do have a darker bathtub. I think we should take the darker bathtub with us and try putting the log garden lounger as is in the darkest swatch and the darker bathtub and see how that looks. I am also going to buy some customization kits though. And I want to put the money away. That's why I've come in here. Deposit. Actually, I should probably put more than that because I do keep chopping down. Well, not chopping down, but I keep taking the money off of the money trees. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's my jam. Oh, loud out there. All right, so we can put these away. And we will... Hi, Jen. How you doing, friend? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Lovely to see ya. I hope that you are... Wait, are there customization kits right outside my house? No. There might be some in storage. I'll just buy some. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. Welcome in. Happy New Year also. I don't think I've seen you since the start of 2026. So Happy New Year. Gummy Puppy, welcome in. I hope that you are doing well as well. Happy Thursday. Also, welcome back from ads, everyone. Thank you for sticking through the ads. I appreciate it. Is struggling to stay awake. Oof. Oh my goodness. Get some rest. If you need it. If you can. You might be working. We'll buy 10 customization kits for now. I don't know how many we need. Vape, Maybelline, Apple Watch, Laundry Soap, Subaru Hybrid, Domino's, TurboTax, Geico, Uncrustables, Butterfinger. Welcome back, Legends. I love that. I was confused for a second. I was like, what? It's the list of the ads that you got, presumably. Presumably. Good mix there. And nothing that I am like, you know, super opposed to. So that's also good. Because I know that there's been some of those floating around Twitch. You know? Harry Potter ads? No, thank you. No, thank you. Anyway. I'm working. Plus, if I lie down now, I'll be awake all night. Yeah, that's very fair. That's always so tough. That's part of the reason I don't take a lot of naps, is because by the time I feel like I'd want a nap, it's like too late in the day and close to bedtime, you know? Thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jen. I'm glad you're doing well. I think I saw / heard you in Bonza's stream last night. No, I was not in Bonza's stream last night. Interesting. Is there another Hey, it's Haley going around? Oh, you're talking to Legends. Oh, you're talking to Legends. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Joey has brought Keza a soggy tennis ball. We love to see it. No, you're cool, Jen. You're cool. I was like, interesting. But no. You meant Legends. You meant Legends. A lot more feasible. Okay, Yuka's got a thought bubble. I know it's not a moving bubble because they haven't had it for a while. Your legs got so tired. Perhaps I could rest at your house? I'm actually in the middle of something. Yuka. I'm sorry. Okay. But you can take a break. You don't need to come to my house to take a break. You can take a break otherwise. Yeah. I'm not often in a Bond stream. Mostly for the time zone. But yeah. Found out watching the ads, if I just type them down, they keep me busy. That's a good way to pass the time. Okay, I'm gonna take the bathtub. How much? Okay, yeah, I was just checking I had inventory space. I'm gonna take the bathtub, and then I'm gonna take the crafting table that's just here. Up with me. Neum. Do. Gumby, welcome in, friend. How you doing? Happy Thursday. I hope that you're having a good day so far. Joey's brought you a rope toy to play with. Hell yeah, we love to see it. All right, let me put my crafting table just down here. Cool. So then it's there, and then what we're gonna do is swap the bathtub for the darker bathtub and put the log garden lounger down and see how we feel about that. I would like it, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna place it out here so I can just rotate it myself rather than trying to stand the correct way to get it the orientation that I want, you know? We'll just do that. Look, there we go. I can't stay awake long enough to watch her streams. Hubby updated me this morning about her ref build. Very, very fair. Okay, probably not. Maybe like here? I mean, it's kind of in the shade. I just didn't want it like facing the house. I thought that, you know, I felt like facing away from the house was better. Love that. But I feel like if you'd want part of it shaded, you'd want the head shaded. Well, I guess it depends where the sun is. If the sun's over here, then it would be shaded. Anyway. You were in Bond's chat yesterday. That makes sense. That makes sense then. Yeah, I feel like the log garden lounger is more of Yuka's vibe. Yeah. I think so. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna plant a weed here. And then... Oops. And then I need to put some stuff along, like, the cliff just there. But I'll leave that for now. I'll leave that for now. Because that'll just be like a couple. Playing on Switch 1 or 2. Switch 1. We don't have a Switch 2. Those are expensive. Maybe one day. But no, just on the Switch 1 for now. Okay, and then I think we want another tree, but sort of like up here-ish. Yeah. Maybe a cedar? We can probably get away with a cedar here. It's gonna have to be a sapling, but that's okay. Done! Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, okay. That's good. And then I'm gonna put a shrub here. The only one that I have. It's gonna be the azalea because that's all I've got. And then I'm gonna put a flower here. Maybe another yellow mum. Okay, cool. I have my Switch and 4 board games in my backpack today. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. 4 board games. Okay. Do we want a little path going up to this lounger? No. We have 3 Switch 1s that no one plays at this point. Switch 2 is not an option here. Very fair. I did get a Steam Deck last year though. Ooh, nice. How are you finding the Steam Deck? I might plant a weed here. Yeah. Okay. We'll fill this in. Would maybe benefit from 1 or 2 decorative custom designs. We'll see once this tree's grown in, to be honest. Okay, and then what else did I get? So I have a swinging bench, but I'm gonna hold off on that because we have the log garden lounger and the bath. Stone stool, the other bathtub, that's my storage shed, and then the plain party lights arch, which we would want in a different color if we were using it here because these are both, the other 2 things are darker wood. But hypothetically, I don't think we can place it in front of the door actually because it, yeah, we'd have to place it like here. Which I don't hate. I'd actually want it over 1, so we'd have to move this, but I think it's a little too busy. I think a plain party lights arch could be good if it was a little bit more like covered in trees, whereas because of like staircase and stuff is so exposed, I think it's a bit much. I won't use it here. We probably want another tree like here-ish, to be honest. No, not there. Probably actually where I'm standing, because can't be too close to the cliff. I don't have any other trees. Well, I do. I have fruit trees, but I don't want to use a fruit tree. And I have cedar saplings. I guess it's going to have to be some cedar. Okay, fine. Or I could go get another tree, but... fine. Okay. I don't play it either. Stupid school. Oh, that's very fair. Sure. How many button shy games do you own? Interesting. I have my entire button shy collection in your back. Okay. Let's see. So, well, I'm out of shrubs. I've never heard of button shy. I've never heard of it. What is it? I'm curious. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's a little bit of a gap here. We'll see once these trees are grown in, and there's a little bit of a gap here. Where's my bone meal? Eating. That's a different game. And then we've got a little bit of a space here, but I don't have any more shrubs, which is probably what I would want to put there. Well, that's okay. That's okay. So we'll have to check in with this once these trees are grown, and then I'll have to get some more shrubs for this. But I think that's where we're gonna finish up for today. We made a lot of good progress. We did this whole bit. So all along here. Woo! Look at all that. Not this. We haven't done this bit, but that's fine. Hell yeah. 18 card wallet size games. Ooh, fun. Nice. Wallet size game for 1 to 4 players and make a new one every month. Oh, that's fun. I'm super into Hello Kitty Adventure Game until fall semester kicked into full gear. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Hopefully you can get back to it. Only own 1 to 2 myself, but I frequently got them as gifts for other people. Oh, nice. I'll have to look into them a bit more. I love that. Yeah, wallet games with 18 cards, base game. They're pretty expensive as a result and easy to carry around. That's fair. Interesting. Sprawlopolis and Rove are probably my 2 favorite button shy. Okay. trying to like count my button shy games. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna wrap up the Animal Crossing at least. But yeah, we made good progress. I'm pretty happy with how this is coming together. It looks very foresty without being too much, you know. Like if I compare it to some of my previous ones where with the sort of kind of things that I'm trying to avoid, basically, I feel happy with that, basically. So yeah, pretty good progress. Hell yeah. Let me lie down on the log garden lounger. Take a little break. Take a load off after all that work. Yeah, good work today. And thank you all for your input as well when I have been indecisive and needed help with what to put down. I struggled to say that, but that's okay. High five. Good work today.